And it's going to be as crazy a match as these teams are. Both live to fight. And Zord off of that first recon is going to get the first blood of the match. Envy fully in, but trying to find a way to fight through it. And Poppin trying to find the right extension. He's been able to find Zord, but not before he gets his own as well. So Stellae maintain advantage, but will give the ground away after that opening fight. As KaneZera take that high ground. Two swinging out from the back. Poppin attempting to lead that charge from both prongs that Kane can snake in turn, but Poppin meeting it early, and so SW prompted to move forward after the opening frag. 1v2, and KaneZera can't line up those final shots.
Some more orbs away from having Hunter's Fury online. Another fast hit.
Yeah, Poppin will take that L. I don't think he deserves to have a rifle after that round. Might be the one that matters, though, as SW is able to just tear down two. And Stellae, they've already zoned themselves around Tisora's smoke that he sets up just so close. Trying to back out, though, and yeah, Poppin sees the moment that he can at least grab that lineup, but still, damage has already been done. The crowd is laid waste to. Both Stellae and Envy have been locking down these defenses, willing to crunch and trap set so well. So slowed down, they don't know how much of a stack is here, and yeah, that slow orb from KaneZera is gonna at least help them get set up. Zenatsu dares to swing it, and Ion is prepared for it. That is the stick that Envy is looking for. They got on, and they were ready. They'll clear the board, and this is the other notion of this game that we expected. It's gonna be drip or drown for both sides. Try and break even on both of these prongs. Paranoia for the wide art. Now you've got to watch the bridge. Stellae managing very well, and Tisora just running it down. Good lord. Smoke on the spike to start getting some pressure in Stellae. They will duke it out. Tisora running back onto it. The spray through is good just in time, but Zenatsu given the stage to clear it away. Is there enough time for this? Nope.
Have all the weaponry available, and they do have a couple ultimates as well.
Yeah, and Extra started getting a little more confident too. He's gonna just try and farm this dimensional drift back up so they can take that A site with ease again. Zenatsu is gonna flank a little quicker than normal in order to try to negate that with this hero rifle, and he's already started to make the space, and so Envy will crunch up towards the link a little heavier with this barrier orb. They have a tiny bit of help, but that high ground that he takes clamps this back down, and Zenatsu is still raid bossing his way through this ski, given the angle after Poppin forced to take that fight.
One of the larger duelists here, as it's going to be SW holding it back, at least able to get one on the way down.
They knew they were going to be pushing that cliff. SW would have liked to grab a second with that spray, but again, Envy crunched the threat quickly. And that Cosmic Divide is going to give him a lot of time to work with. Zord playing with fire here, as that smoke does protect the long ways, but there's no proper peek, so it's just to let Stellae get the rest of the way over. Oh, Tisora's found Exter poking his head out of the sand! And that's the go button for them to fully move in. Everyone else on Envy is over on mid. They have a lot of stall tools, the gravity wells obviously, and the Hunter's Fury as well. And these ultimates from Envy have been seismic this entire tournament. Poppin's Hunter's Furies just feel impossible to stop, but nobody is watching the spike! Tisora just held it! And Stellae escaped with the round! Range approach that Stellae just trying to dance around as long as they can here until SW gets another flank. That's another connection. Just so many variables that are getting thrown in the face. Envy stick in the smoke, and it's 2-4-0 inside the back line. Those tiny crunches, those Minutemen moments make everything for Envy possible. And they will keep two standing for their third round. Early before Stellae turn tail and play for phase 2, which is from this back hall once again. Extra being forced to fight that one, and Zord grabs a dink with that Sheriff before all is said and done. Finally, this spike will go down, I say, with 45 seconds on the clock. That's just how Envy does it. And we got two on the flank this time, Marks.
I came thinking about the Resurrect, but okay. Is it going to be able to find this timing here? Now just going to be waiting things out. As soon as the barrier orb goes down, going to be ready to shoot them down.
Kane watching, ready for SW's turn as well. Good timing, understanding. Tisora able to catch Poppin on the run back, and that just leaves Kane. Now all the multitasking falls on him, and again, so much to manage, so much bulk to sift through, and Tisora yet again.
Stella Gaming obviously coming in here as Brazil's #1 seed. SW going down in the early round there, but when it comes down to that level of teamwork right now, Stella Gaming almost look unstoppable.
One more round to seal this half away. Just try and play preventative as long as they can. Nothing meeting them this time on the B side after the early fight in mid. Deals with SW, so no divide to re-enter with. You have two other ults though. Tisora ready at a moment's notice to go for this backstab. Envy! Woo! Wow, everyone met. And Exter continuing to just play off of himself, not need any of the help that his team was more than willing to provide. Zanatsu has to be obvious at some stage, and that's a great way to start. Lightspeed into the first frag. Cainzera manages after the extension into the open field, and it will be a 4th on the board. Tough timing, so it's got to be on the front lines, and Key holding it down from the library until Extra yet again plays spoiler. SW trades it in Inspire, stepping back into it. 1v2 with Zeduzoich has made it back to this spike, which is open for him. He does not have any shock darts, though, so he's got to go for the peaks. Inspire on just that lowly 13 health, and he'll be the first to poke into it. But on top of the recon dart, the timing is met. Still not shot away, and Inspire immediately heading to the cliff to get that off angle. The second the spike is tapped, Zeduzoich prepared for it, but has to spray through the smoke on the Ghost. Ion sticking it out of bullets, and on half HP, Ion will hold it down and give Envy their 5th.
All the utility kind of flying out here, but still 30 seconds left on the clock, and Zeduzoich able to find one.
All the smokes used here by Inspire as well. They drain the tank just to play keep away. Envy now, they'll use the bullets. Ion stepping out of the smoke and grabbing 3 with this Bulldog. That is a crazy way to turn this on its head, but SW has found his way into the back and no one's looking at him. 10 seconds to go. There may not be enough time for this, especially since SW has to check everything. No, he's got to go for the fight, and that's it. Poppin has clutched it up. Paranoia immediately into the channel, and Ion gonna play into his own smoke on top. Extra trying to support, but Key shuts that down quickly. Now it's just one standing on that site, isolated by that Cosmic Divide, and so Ion, yeah, he knows he has to take initiative. He will die next. 5v3 on the pre-plant, and it was another big decision made by Envy that might set up the rest of this round before it even really begins. Stellae setting up shop on the site more than not, and they'll be able to lock down their angles because of it. Poppin from the back, gets away with 2. That's as far as he gets, and Stellae will retake the lead.
Especially with the convergent paths online.
Yeah, can't avoid that, but Ion can. He'll just TP into it. And Cainzera in slow-mo gets the first frag, and Ion now into support. And it's those moments that make Envy who they are. Now they've got to fight it out, though, and inside a tough channel, it's redoned by Stellae. Huge recon from Poppin to gain the intel back as he re-enters before Extra can make it back to perhaps gain this advantage, but he simply can't find the lineups, and already it seems like they've got his number on Heaven here. Extra re-entering with the Dimensional Drift to sow that chaos back again. Poppin just trying to step into it. Extra has to recover inside the Dimensional Drift. Outside with the Vandal, but caught by Zeduzoich's shock dart. Bunch of smokes for now, but guess who is lurking on that site? The opener, the show builder. He holding from the window. Extra, there he is. It was only a matter of time. Now back on Zeduzoich. Dink! That operator rings true, and it'll get Stellae back on site. Poppin catching a cape, but no bullet. And so it's going to be the setup post-plant. Yet again! That Watchdog keeps holding it down. And Inspire, it's going to be tough for him to even grab a rifle, let alone condense this as the spike ticks away. But there's too few rounds to gather yourself in any other moment. It's got to be here and now. Inspire already to the first fight. Meets it as he walks into Zeduzoich. Plenty of time and the smoke to work with. Does he do it again? No, he'll tap it and exit. Catches for the 3rd time! And Stellae are up to 11. The step up, it's yet again Tisora in first. And with the spike in hand, quite alone for the moment. The Saturate opens things up, and Tisora will win the duel against Extra. That's the site taken. And just losing one along the way. With Zanatsu gone, it's Stellae that sets up shop. Now, Cosmic Divide split from spawn, so Stellae have to make that crucial call, and in the midst of it, Cainzera has stepped in with the Stinger, and it started taking the space so blasphemously. Envy just walk it down, play their way, and dominate the Cosmic Divide, setting their stage so easily to the point where SW, the direction, that rock being kicked 1,000 miles away, and Poppin and Inspire will hold true. SW catching on mid again. That's been the most consistent part here. And Stellae has made their way in. Zeduzoich walking it down. Now Inspire policing. Tisora, yet again, has to follow up, has to save face, has to clean up. And with the help of SW smokes, they have the time to do that. Do they have a way to cycle? 2 stars left to go, and Tisora is able to cycle as well. But SW might be tempted to play forward with the double crunch up in the back. And Envy having a lot of tools to re-enter. Double flash for Extra to play off of himself as well. The gravity well early. Ion TPing into his own smoke on the high ground. Surely Stellae is keen to it. They are. But Extra has been revealed, and that's the crunch that Envy needs. One way to give Cainzera an easy view, but SW counters that. Spike tap. Ion pokes his head out. Extra give it away. SW in the duel, but Extra manages with that shorty in hand. Pretty free in this backstab. Zedu Gonna just clear the board with the Hunter's Fury, get a couple ticks, and Stellae can finish the crowd pretty easily. That's beautifully done on the drop by Tisora. Good God. Exter is back in and pokes at Zenatsu, so Stellae can't overextend. Now they have this Heaven presence, but you still gotta wait for Ion to get back, right? No, Poppin gets a kill before the Cosmic Divide goes down, so it's 3v3.
They should buy just enough time here, but actually Dimensional Drift from Exter, they want to accelerate.
Yeah, just stamp it up the moment that Stellae think they can disperse, and now Tisora gonna use that ultimate just to poke back into main, and oh, that is awkward. Did he mean to cancel that? Or did he just get poked through? Either way. Envy have now 3 on top of the divide, on top of the smoke. Exter just on top of himself. That's 3 now for the Yoru, and he wants the 4th as well. He will get it. Setting up the stars, SW wants to create a hellscape on that link. And with Heaven managed on the sidelines, it's all about just that front line, and Exter continuing to just hold it down. Ion on his own smoke. He'll just continue peeking out till the sun goes down, and he'll get every kill in the book for it. Now, popping back as well to help facilitate, and yeah, the stack with the gravity well, so it's got to be Zenatsu that acts for a couple crucial seconds here as SW holds the spike down, and Zenatsu gets the first frag as Kane walks out of that, and Sidu with the trade in the positioning. That's a tremendous simple trap that gets Stellae over the line. Now it's about holding it. Envy back. Exter and Ion have made the long trip and met their second smoker comrade. But look who else is backstabbing. It's our friend Guy, who's been that watchdog. Inspire turns to it, and now they can bum rush. Ion chipped away at. Siduzor finishes it off. Zenatsu holding the back, and it's down to Exter. Cannot complete. Do they? Yeah, that Yoru flash is kind of huge for it. Inspire's just gonna walk it down. Timing on Tisora. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
Oh, and he turns onto SW2. God, they just make the weirdest rounds work, don't they? And now Inspire gonna continue to get greedy. Just how inspired are you feeling? That's a 3rd for him.
Oh boy.
Got a couple seconds, but Guy's got to make it happen. Ion's already ahead of this. Oh, the ricochet lets Guy take the step out, but Ion has made it back out. Fire found with the drone. He's going to try and walk out of it, and Stellae catches him. Now Poppin alone, and he's going to meet this early too. Recon's art doesn't catch him. Is he checked? Oh, no, Poppin! No, Poppin!
Oh, no!
That was everything, and then it was nothing! Did Stellae get another chance to bring this back? Will they let it go to waste? Siduzor taking the high ground to keep this advantage. Nice and stable. Ion procced out with the Cypher ulti now that Guy has managed to get. And it's got to be the 1v3 that everyone expects Ion to come away with. This is what this kid is built for, but that 2-stack is just too strong.
And win out map 1.
Right back in the game, and you've got to go balls to the wall here. W key aggression, Envy trying to get the drop on Stellae, and it might just work. Zenatsu, the only one still on to try to stick this back, and Envy continuing to play slow once they get those smokes on site, and Exter just laying waste on the front line continuously. Gets that 3v2 again in an instant. And is that all the power Envy need to make this round theirs? Flank watch available as well. It seems everything is set up. That spiderweb has been strung to take Envy to game point. Numero 3. Dimensional drift again from this guy. He's just loaded. And again, earthquake-like ultimates. That gives away the position of both. And so you don't have the flank watch anymore. Inspire can turn right back to Guy and catch him. Siduzor burned away. And Envy will get another chance. Walking up with him. The 2 fraggers letting it flay. Kane the first to strike. Extra's giving himself away. He'll finally TP away. Kane can't exactly do that. He's going to fight it out until his last breath. And unfortunately, the barrier only takes care of one sideline. Zenatsu sprays on the Poppins. Last round it was Poppin, and they didn't check it, so now they'll check him, and then Extra can get the crunch. Convergent Pats catches Extra's side, though, so they'll meet that one first. And Inspire is still the one that ends up getting a frag, but still, Stellae, yeah, they make it as easy as they can with a cross like that set up. Ion in 1v3, number 2 on the defensive retake here in OT. Try to win the game here and now. A lot of setup that they can be cycled through, so Ion gotta play a little dirty here. Paranoid to open up the channel onto SW. Alone, caught.
Smart.
The rest of Stellae trying to meet it, and Ion just sprays it down! Siduzor the only one left, and that shorty is dangerous, but Siduzor holds on!
Stellae Gaming.
Oh, listen to that crowd. They might give it away to Envy. Nope, Poppin's caught! IGL for IGL. Rips his head off, and makes this the toughest attack overtime round that Envy has had yet. Look how slow they have to play now. They haven't cleared out a lick of Guy's setup, and they won't. All right, Exter. Yeah, now they'll burn the wires now that the spike is down. Oh, he's going to use both of his teammates to try to get up there.
Oh, no way.
Oh, Extra's poked out. Do they rush it?
Huge paranoia.
Oh, Tisora, yeah, paranoia is back. Big amount of space gained back for the 3-stack. You're watching SW, though. Is he able to crack open this off angle that Ion has? This is disgusting. Cliff hanging, and Tisora meets it first. They have to catch it, and Zenatsu does. No immediate follow-up, but the blind from Extra is gorgeous. Sets up Kane, who has to try to save this, and he doesn't have the spacing.
Once again, play a patient game right now if you are Stellae. I think that Envy are feeling the pressure. Speaking of pressure, Inspire just finds a spray down, finds another.
That's 2, 3, Inspire! Just takes a step out! But eventually, for one, they will disappear.
Oh my goodness.
And these extensions, another flank. Now it's SW and Zenatsu working together. So less of a stack here in the back, and Envy, historically, they've tried to fight that out. When that happens, Extra, as always, flashing off of his bloody self. Stack behind him, though, and seeing how much they can get rid of. Kane Zero with the slow orb to prevent Stellae from being the aggressors. This is huge if the timing's good. 3 have flipped the site. Do they sandwich it properly? Ion meeting it early on the cliff jump, and everyone from Envy shreds. Not a single opening works. Ion back up to full, but in this 4v5, still tough, and Ion can't play onto his smoke. Tisora's done it before he can get inside. So it's Kane Zera that will now play into 2 simultaneous smokes and poke out his barrel. SW catches it, and he's lined in. A full shutdown. That looks to bring us to 16 all.
Blocking vision.
Unless Inspire comes up with something unbelievably disgusting. The flanks are already coming out online here. Zenatsu, the first one to peek around the corner.
Oh, I do sound like I'm still in high school. Another spray through, another kill. God, Envy just need to trace 1 bullet and they just stencil away a kill. It's insane. Just terrific sense. Individually, once again. Ion, front and center for that flank kill. Now it's just the back line, and Stella can't make any headway there either. Every extension you could ask for Envy. As simple an OT win as it gets. Could it be flawless? Has the potential to be. Tisora. Oh, he's good for 1 here, and he'll continue to be. But that should do it. SW, good lord. How many does it get away with before this is said and done? Extra's position given away. So have to watch the second. And we're just toying him with a little bit. Yeah.
Just having fun right now. Unbelievable play with massive impact as Tisora goes down as well.
Come on, dude. Unbelievable work from Ion, who's still rocking this operator from heaven as the rest of Envy can go for the crunch as Stellae are forced to enter onto B. No other options, potentially no other chances. It's gotta be here. And Envy better not screw this one up. Exter, that's exactly what he does. Plays off himself, off of his own flash. C2 Zord, 1 for 1. Gi, 1 for 1, holding off of heaven. Ion, tough break. Gi passes it down, turns into a 1v1 against Inspire. It would be 4 for him. And the Cypher ulti gives away his position. A second time for Gi to turn onto it, and Inspire is not looking!
There's just no way that. Stum 4v4 here. Retakes have looked good so far. Gi looking for something.
Stellae can skirt a lot of his visions that Kane is set up and still kill Extra unpunished. Just feels like the prongs are not met. There's no off angles, and the Zenatsu light speed clears away on top of the paranoia. But still, Inspire with the double star is going to be able to at least stop the early entry from Zenatsu, but Inspire is tracked after he trails the shots, and SW can also counter Poppin as well. This Astra just continuing to put up these numbers. And now, the walk in tandem with Tisora on the front line, popping that Cosmic Divide with the 2 kills he's got in the pocket. And Envy have to course it back. It's got to be their own hero moments that make this work, and Kane Zero reveals his back early on, but the flash in still lets him get the opening frag before getting traded away. SW on for 4 as Stellae lay waste. And they've dragged it along until it's run its course. 19-17, Stellae win their pick of Abyss.
Just walked away with that. That's a little bit of a head scratcher and a little bit of a tilter.
Well, the MO is the same as the previous map. Survive on attack, thrive on defense, and Envy will try to survive on this B site to start things out. Popping good for 2 as he'll plant this spike and let Exter get that extension going. Stellae planning to go for the breakout. Poppin revealed on the box, so he's going to have to step back out into this. No, Saturate's going to catch him early. He'll have to go for the solo fight as Exter holds the crunch. And that'll get 2, makes Poppin's job so much easier. It's a beautiful poke on the Gi. I mean, that is marvelous. Start things out. You scared him so hard, and Envy, Inspire's gotten 2 on the lurk up top. So Stellae, they got to poke the bear a little bit here. See if Envy roar back again and give away another body. But, I mean, Inspire's still just hanging out here. That's an easy third. You might just save your rifles at this point, I think. Yeah, you get rid of Inspire, get the hell out of there.
But it's just so slow and cautious right now from Envy. This is buying time for Stellae.
Kane slow peeking Zenatsu, who's still holding it down, and now the entire reposition from Stellae. They can bring everybody to A site. The conversation gets brought to Envy. To let this Hunter's Fury fly. Just an 80 tap. Stellae continue to trollops, running a bit low on time, and Inspire has enough time to let those shots fly. Got to stack back to Bow, and he catches Tisora too. Zenatsu can at least nip that in the bud, but Poppin's still kicking with the shock dart and a very low health pool. But the first one is short, and Zenatsu kills before Poppin. Yeah, 0 to 100. And Stellae gonna have to just try and maintain this back line. Exter gonna start wreaking havoc as Tisora will send out his own decoy in response. Yeah, you gotta deal with that. SW, I mean, he has to take time trying to fight this out. And Inspire can just keep holding the market door to see if anybody snakes up from Boba. Stellae is so restricted here, and they don't even have to look at anything. Yeah, get out of there. You can do a little bit of spraying on top of that, just with the Sheriffs. In fact, Stellae is just gonna step out with the stack, and with the saturate, they find Kane. Now you've got to frag back, and Exter, as always, playing off his own flashes, letting the rest of Envy stack take over. Ooh, Exter survives for quite some time, but the pistols can chip away, and it leads this to a 2v2. Still, though, Stellae are the ones that are zoned out. They've got to try and find a way to guarantee this spike. Oh, no, Oral will just hold the link as they rotate over to the B site. Oh, no!
Everyone hiding.
Only the smokes to set up the space. Trap hit.
Camera taken.
Inspire aware. Cam catches. First swings. Flanks onto the second! Inspire finds the pocket!
Trying to keep Inspire in check a lot more because right now that Cypher has just been running rampant. And SW shuts that down, so that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, did that nice and quickly, but Envy have once again put the foot to the floor on the B site, and Kane's era is activated. Zenatsu, nothing doing this time, and the Duelist for Duelist Ditto. The rest of Stellae have carved out Boba and Market, so Envy are a little bit restricted. 2v4, and Tisora with this operator, now trying to get the ball rolling. First shot taken out. Envy gets spooked. Siduzor pops out Poppin. And Ion in a much less likely clutch scenario than Inspire the very previous round. Siduzor can just hold this spike, and it's not even worth it. Roach! Hey, never mind. At least you find one on the way down. Restack. Pressing in down top mid. You better watch this hard. Inspire gets away with one before SW can close that. And now Envy, again, just an excuse to hyperextend. Take over Boba. Kane's era flaunting that overdrive to play keep away. And so Stellae are inching forward on the vulnerable space. It's now been blocked by the smoke. And so they condense even further. The triple stack right in front of the primary fragments. Recon Dart's gonna catch Exter, just trying to do a little distraction dance to play for some extra time. And this Spider's Web is now set up with the personnel. 1 for 1. Kane Zera on the low ground makes it easy for the crowd to decimate. He's on A. SW. It's sprayed away. Comes with the territory. Oh, that doesn't. Zenatsu catches Inspire. So we can speedrun this retake a little bit.
Yeah. You see that they're all getting grouped up here. I'm so curious to see how they play this one 4v4.
Sidu is so trapped, but Zenatsu is here in time, and he's just gonna spray on the pop, and Kane's is already down to a shred, and the saturate pressure's him stuck in that spot too. There's 2 effective players at the moment, and now there's 2 alive players. The Outlaw from Exter isn't doing jack either. Everybody's getting fully boxed out this round. Ion gets a free sight on his Zenatsu, though. No one's watching this, and Ion is just gonna keep watching. Exter with the cover fire, and suddenly it's a 1v1 after Guy trades away the face. Flashed away on top of the spike, and the timing is dwindling. Guy just has to hold on top of the flash, but Exter can count and keep the streak going. To stick the spike down and understand just how far they can go from here. And Kane's era, oh, he hears it. He sees the potential. He sprays down the crowd and keeps Tisora from getting a word in edgewise. Kane's era just clears out everybody. And it's just Tisora that Kane can deal with too. The only one with that rifle. Holding that top mid crunch, but Kane's already to it. Tisora meets it with the Sheriff. And yet again, Envy is stunted, but not stopped. Kane got him this far. Creeping onto the B site. A lot of util from Guy to burn away at, and he's actually able to hide away for a moment here.
Oh?
And Tisora breaks out. Guy has been found. so Envy can carve out the first half of this site, but everyone's already here. It's gonna be a full-fledged fight, and you know Envy's ready for that.
This map could be over very soon here, Tenrek.
Extra popping that dimensional drift. Stellae trying to meet it early, and now that's been found out, but they still win it out. Isora is kicking, and now the overdrive out from Kane's-Era. SW stops that too. And so many heals just dug into this, and yet
Wow.
Envy just keep on pressing. Inspire and Ion trying to get the tank rolling, and see Zord. Oh, your back's been caught. Now, especially with that Cypher ulti, Stellae can just reset, and see Zord has made the cycle.
Team A.
Not expected whatsoever by them thus far. Kane, once again, ready to meet it. Big crowd, and he's gonna just lean into the bit even heavier until he finds two.
Down A.
Thanks to Ion's paranoia, he gets an instant reset that clears the crowd. And Stellae left gobsmacked. Must press on into the remaining stack on A site, which is heavy. Ready to unload. Popping an extra, take theirs, and instantly end this pistol. As for the stack, Seedy's got to make it over to where the push is going on. There's just too much util in the way for Justin Natsu and SW to push forward, and Ion will still get a pick with this judge before getting fragged back upon. And still, Envy step onto it, Inspire in front of it, and won't get punished. Now the rest of Envy makes their way forward with 10 seconds to go. They cannot stall, they have to fight. And Seeduzor pokes a barrel out. Kane's-Era popping with the Outlaw, and now they rush in with the help of that stun. It's another crowd clearing that will take Envy to 12-3 unless Tisora has something to say about it. Poppin could just hold this, right? Yep.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
Ready to play for the long haul. Ready to take this to bind.
Stellae
might already be as well. Inspire. Saturate doesn't hit him until he gets two. And Envy can once again get in front of the problem, inch ever closer, and start shooting in their faces. Yeah, have fun with it, Kane.
Oh my goodness. Still finds the kill too. In the midst of all of that, and yeah, Inspire's standing up now. Oh boy. Yeah, there we go. That's what we expect from the Envy boys.
For their lives, for that step into the playoffs, one of the last spots to try to gain that entry into VCT. Envy has circled the boat, taken over lamps. Stellae is satisfied with their spacing on the spike. Perhaps they shouldn't be. Seeduzor is taking the long road to short, but by that point, Envy has cleared the rest of the team. 1v5, let's go Seeduzor. Okay. Well, here they walk. Poppin considering, but yeah, instead it'll be the double flash. That's beautiful swinging from Poppin.
One enemy remaining.
Whew.
30 seconds left.
Resources to try and push through.
Well, they'll toss a little bit of a grab net here to try and get a trap going, but Kane is mobile, active, and locked. 2 now for that Clove, that unconventional pick. He pointed out yet again. But since Kane has been on the Brimstone up until this point, it feels a bit like more of a fluid pivot, especially considering that Kane has been on that confident Clove before on other maps, switching out with Ion every once in a while. Guy will catch this insert lurk onto Ion, and it's good for Stellae to start conditioning that now better than later. And yet still, we're just poking and prodding on the openers, and you have no proper way in now that you've lost your Fade and your Yoru. Like, you have no decent way in other than an Arc Rose, and that's already gone, so you got to play the waiting game here.
Yeah, it's looking really tough, and on top of that too, Poppin, I was just about to say, unless he gets cleared, it's gonna look even more difficult. We do have a couple of smokes here, and we'll be able to zone things out, but Kane's not done.
Yeah, now you can really just start stepping into it. It's found Ion. It seems like they're really trying to trap it. No, they'll go for the orbital strike on top of the grab net. That will be the first frag going Stellae's way, and they've got to amp up the gas from here, but the stack is ready for him. Envy, Poppin and Inspire have their cubbies, and the refrags. Poppin from the dart and gets 3, and hasn't even used the birds yet. Now he has. Dog to confirm Seeduzor's position. Inspire pokes out, instantly defeated. Maybe take another second here. Seeduzor has the nightfall now and catches Eggster, who's just gonna stick the sight line down. Seeduzor pops out, grants the intel. Eggster, the decay is fading. The chances are waning. Seeduzor will re-up on intel. Haunt, and Eggster continues to stick it until the poke out. Seeduzor searching, finding the swing. Eggster still wins it. Stellae, another forced breakout. Kane's-Era just setting up the smoke, just setting up himself with the shorty. Zanatsu, again, swarm and deal with the immediate threat. Sorry, Kane. Better luck next time, and you know he'll go for it next time. And you're crunched up in the lamps on top of this.
No.
Gordon and Poppin gets 2 with the shorty. Ion on the reset gets 2 from the other side. And no matter what you try,
And that could be deadly.
gotta feel simultaneous here. Poppin just gets those every time. All they have is A. Yeet. Nice first stack. Inzera has been netted. Extra is back, and Extra is fragging
30 seconds left.
on the site. Fearless for the rest of the team to get their way on, and now the Dimensional Drift dancing around the members of Stellae. Popping back as well. The whole crowd is here, and the whole of Stellae is bamboozled. Poppin with 4. TP from Zera. That boy is fearless. Poppin coming out with the bird. Almost an easy 2-piece, but Zord can stabilize. But Kane still this ever-present threat with the TP, so Tisora has to have his back turned. And Stellae have to have their resources split onto a site that's been fully stacked by Envy. They know it so well. Nightfall on should get all the tracking they need. Extra still gets one on the way down. Now it's Inspire's turn to swing with Ion's help, and they clear house again! Natsu already selling the clone up in the TP, and he gets killed before TPing away! Tisora has to sell his hand with the grab net into the trap onto Geese Crunch through the TP, and even then, a load of damage is done on the way down. Stellae still down overall, but a 4v4. Let's Envy reset. They've taken over the site from short, though, and they're going to try and go for the crunch onto the showers. Gee explodes out, but the rest of Envy has taken course. And SW has to clutch up a 1v2 to let Poppin take the long road up the elbow, and SW doing the rest of the manual clearing, giving away the noise. Is it just Poppin? No. Misses that head top, and SW is quick to Ion first.
Nice try, kid.
Could they get on the board here? Poppin, waiting, wondering, leaving him to guess. SW will stick to half without taking a bit of damage, and he's just gonna use his head swing to hold the rest of the way, but Poppin gets him in the very last second. Stellae is found slaughtered in their